I used to believe that every place had a soul. Some buildings carried laughter and warmth, while others, like Blackwood Asylum, held only shadows. When my journalism professor suggested a piece on forgotten places, I thought of Blackwood immediately. Parents in town always warned kids to stay away, though no one could tell the full story. Only that patients vanished there before it closed 40 years ago. I wasn't alone when I went. My friend Marcus came with his camera, and Claire, a history major, tagged along. "Places like this have stories in the walls," she said. I couldn't tell if she was serious. The asylum loomed on a hill at dusk, its windows broken, its gates rusted. Up close, it looked less like a building and more like a carcass. Inside, the air was suffocating. Our flashlights cut through dust and darkness. Hallways stretched forever, lined with peeling paint and rusting gurneys. Every creak, every drip of water made me think I heard whispers. Claire whispered that Blackwood had been overcrowded, patients mistreated, some transferred and never seen again. Her voice seemed to echo too long in the silence. On the second floor, chalk writing sprawled across a wall. "Beneath is where they hide us." Marcus pretended to laugh it off, but his hands shook around his camera. In a collapsed office, we found old records. One file caught my eye. A patient named Samuel Griggs. His transfer note read, "Subject moved to sublevel 6, indefinite containment." "There's only 4 floors here," Claire murmured. That's when I remembered the chalk. Marcus begged us to leave, but Claire insisted there had to be a basement. After nearly an hour of searching, we found a stairwell hidden behind warped boards. The smell was unbearable. Rot, mildew, and something metallic like blood. The basement wasn't like the rest of the asylum. Its walls were smooth concrete, its air far colder. Rooms lined the corridor, each with small windows. Most were empty, but one was covered in frantic scratches. "Let me out." Hundreds of them, overlapping, gouged into the wall until it looked black. At the end of the hall, a heavy iron door stood bolted shut. Above it, stenciled in faded paint, Sublevel 6. We should have left. Instead, we unbolted the door and forced it open. Cold air poured out like a living thing. Inside, stairs spiraled downward far deeper than they should have. At the bottom was a chamber of stone, damp and ancient. Rusted cages clung to the walls. Bones lay in corners. Chains hung from the ceiling. "This wasn't built with the asylum," Claire whispered. "This is older." Then we heard it. Low, rhythmic chanting. At first I thought it was the wind, but no. Dozens of voices in unison, rising from the walls themselves. Claire followed the sound through an archway, her flashlight trembling. Marcus cursed under his breath, but we went with her. The next chamber was larger. At its center was a pit carved with symbols I didn't recognize. The chanting thundered now, pressing against my skull. Then Claire screamed. Something crawled out of the pit. It wasn't human. Its limbs were too long, its face eyeless, its skin pale and slick as if it had never seen the sun, and yet its mouth moved with the chanting. Marcus bolted, dropping his camera. I grabbed Claire and dragged her back as the thing screeched. The sound felt like it could split bone. We ran through the corridors, the chanting chasing us, echoing so loudly it seemed the whole underground was alive. I don't remember the climb, only bursting into the night air, lungs raw, legs shaking. Marcus was already outside, pale as a corpse. Behind us, the asylum loomed silent, as if mocking us for escaping. We never spoke about what we saw, but sometimes, at night, I still hear the chanting, low, rhythmic whispering through my walls. And I wonder if we didn't just find something that night. I wonder if we freed it,